Good morning. If you hear groaning in the background, it is probably my backpack being stretched to the limit. As you can see here, I have got everything stuffed into that thing. Plus, I'm planning on probably being out 4 days, 3 nights. So it is chock full of food and water, and it is super heavy today. But anyway, getting ready to leave here in just a little bit, and we'll be headed back to Winding Stair Gap and picking up the trail from there. Next major destination is the Nantahala Outdoor Center, the N.O.C. So I'll let you know when I get back on the trail. All right, I just got back on the trail at Winding Stair Gap, and as you can see, it definitely snowed up here last night, but it's looking to be a pretty day. There's a lot of blue skies up there. The weather forecast is good, and I'm looking forward to a good hike today. So I will get back to you guys in just a little while when I get away from the road here and get a little further up in the mountains and hopefully have something additionally pretty to look at. All right off the bat, I've got this bridge and I've got that beautiful waterfall right there. And I hadn't taken more than 2 minutes worth of steps since the last time I checked in, but I had to have video of this because this is absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, getting ready to cross that bridge and head up the mountain, and I will get back to you later unless I get another view like this. Okay, what we're seeing right here is Panther Gap. And it's a relatively flat spot, so I decided to stop for a second, get a drink of water, and eat the banana that my shuttle driver gave me as he turned me loose on this trail. And it just seemed awfully pretty to me, so I just wanted to share it with you. Check that out. That is an absolutely incredible view through those trees. We've got close mountains, far mountains, and then the clouds up in the distance, which look a lot like another set of mountain ranges, but it's not, it's clouds. But it's just absolutely beautiful, so I want to share it. All right, what you're seeing here up this hill is called Siler Bald. Now, Siler Bald is not technically on the trail. It is a blue blaze, and at least several people that I have talked to here are saying maybe another time, and I'm kind of in the same category with them. I'm not going to climb up there, quarter mile up and quarter mile back up that path just to get a nice view from up there, because I'm getting nice views already. Earlier I showed you pictures of mountains with mountains in the distance. Those mountains in the distance, the serious looking ones, those were the Great Smoky Mountains, and when I get a better view of those, I will take some more video there too. I'm at the observation tower at the top of Waya Bald. John Bernard Byrne was who this was given in memory of, and I want to show you the view in just a second. I want to start off in the distance and just pan my way around. Good morning. Today is Sunday, March the 1st, and I'm getting a late start this morning because I got into the shelter late last night, and there were no places in the shelter. It was jam-packed full, so I had to set up my tent and break it down. But anyway, I am on the trail now, and as you can see, we've still got snow, but I'm hearing that it's supposed to get up to 54 today. If that's the case, it's probably going to require me to stop 2 or 3 times to change out of what I'm wearing into something cooler. But anyway, I'll get back to you later. This is what the trail looks like today. Snow's pretty deep. A lot of people have already walked through it, but it's still slow going. I could be going twice as fast if it weren't for the snow. Yesterday was a very long day, and I was worn out when I started this morning, so I decided to take a short day. I think it was about 5 miles, something like that, and ended up at this little shelter here, which is right off the trail. I mean, the trail walks right past it. But anyway, I decided I'm going to quit early. I'm going to relax a little bit this afternoon, try to get my muscles back in shape from yesterday, and then start again tomorrow. I'm going to do one more night out on the trail, and then I should be at the N.O.C, the Nantahala Outdoor Center. and I look forward to that. I'll be doing some resupplying there and trying to do some rest and relaxation before I head on up to Fontana Village, and then after that, the Great Smoky Mountains. So looking forward to that, and I'll keep you posted with what's going on. Okay, here's the outside of my home for tonight. I have Cold Spring Shelter, I think. If it's something different than that, I'll put it superimposed with the title to be sure. But I think it's a Cold Spring Shelter. It says it will sleep 6, and I'm here to tell you, they need to be 6 pretty small people, because 6 like me are not going to fit in here. But anyway, it's a nice little shelter, and right there along this highway here and going on over that way is the Appalachian Trail. I have never been in a shelter quite this close to the trail before. The privy you can see down through those trees, right down that way, and this is a life or death path that you take to get there. So if you really need to go to the privy badly enough, you'll do something. I personally plan to take my trekking poles with me when I go down this snowy, steep little path over to that privy you can see between the trees right there. So I'll definitely want to be careful to do that, and certainly don't want to go down there at night. But anyway, this is the trail going in that direction. You can see the blaze on the tree, and this is basically where we are, right on the Appalachian Trail, and looks like a fairly comfortable place. It's an older place, but it's a fairly comfortable place. Pretty scenery. The weather's getting nicer today, and hopefully it'll stay that way, although I am hearing threats of rain, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, just wanted to show you what we got here. All right, it is Monday, March the 2nd, and this is the first view of the day, and I think it's going to be similar to all the views of the day. If you can tell in the distance there's some high mountains. I'm pretty sure that's the Smokies. But as it stands right now, it has snowed over the weekend, and it started raining this morning. So lovely weather for somebody, but not for me. Anyway, this is what I'm seeing here. It is pretty, but it's not as pretty as it would be without all the clouds rolled away. Good morning. What you're seeing out there is one of the worst rainstorms I've run into since we've been out here. We started at 8:30 this morning at Tellico Gap, and we have managed to get to the Wesser Ball shelter. I think it's it's a couple of miles, maybe 2.2, something like that. And I decided to take a break and ran into one of my hiking buddies who decided to do the same thing. So we're going to sit here for a few minutes and see what it does. But in the meantime, you can see and hear what it's doing. It is absolutely pouring down. It has been virtually impossible to video this morning. This is the first time I've even taken my phone out of the case because I don't want to get it soaking wet. It is absolutely pouring down, and if it doesn't give in a little while, I'm going to go on anyway because it's going to be hard for me to get too much wetter. One thing that did happen, just as I crested the mountain at Wesser Bald, I saw in the distance a lightning strike and heard some thunder, and I thought, what a great place to be when lightning is there, and that is at the top of a mountain. Something else I wanted to say, I heard and read about the tornadoes in the Nashville area last night, and my heart goes out to all the victims and their families. In 2014, my wife and I were just home from a trip to Nashville on Good Friday, and a tornado went right over the top of our house. Didn't injure us, but it destroyed our house and most of our possessions, and it was quite an ordeal to go through. But just past us, there were 2 people killed, and so it's a horrible thing when that happens. And I hope that you will keep those folks and their families in your prayers and pray that God will bless them and give them some sort of peace from this ordeal. All right, this is hard to see, but it's the closest thing I've had to a view all morning. This is a view that I absolutely had to get, and it is incredible. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I did. But the only way to get the real effect of this is climb up these mountains and stand here on these ledges. I found a nursery with all the descendants of the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, and I thought they were adorable, so I just wanted to stop and take a quick video. Alright, believe it or not, the sun has started making an appearance probably about 1:30 in the afternoon. So I personally am thrilled to see it. I hope to see a lot more of it as we go along. But that means that the views are opening up. I'm seeing a little bit more than I was before, but I haven't seen anything yet worth sharing because the trail is still pretty much sucked in by trees. I am 1.8 miles away from the N.O.C, the Nantahala Outdoor Center, and that's my destination for the day. And as I get closer, I'll do some more video. This is one of the waterfalls on the trail leading down to the Nantahala Outdoor Center. This is the Nantahala Outdoor Center. The river, kayakers love this place. Just wanted to take some pictures here, just finished dinner, and it is excellent. No, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Got you.